For this mastery assignment, what we're going to do is we are going to create some reports to view. And remember, I had mentioned to you that a lot about Microsoft Project is viewing different things once the schedule is put in, the resources, the assignments to the tasks have been put in. So for this instance, what we're going to do is we're going to create a report. Now, you can look up here and you can see some of these predefined reports that have already been created here. But what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and create a new report. Okay, so I'm going to click on new, and it says it wants us to show this both in what we call a chart and a table format. So the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and click on the chart, and it asks me to name it. So I'm going to just go ahead, just so that I can find this in my recent list to view these later. I'm going to say remote drone cost report, and I'm going to name this chart so that we can find this later. Okay, so I'm going to say okay. And what happens is it comes up over here with a field list. And then you're going to find the 4 fields that it wants to show in the report, okay? So the first one is the actual cost. So when you come over here, you're going to see that the work, there's a couple of items already chosen. So I'm going to uncheck these work ones because we don't want that showing up. And then I'm going to click on this little, I guess, upside down triangle to close off work because we're not going to be pulling work out in this case. What we want to do is we want to show the actual cost. So I'm going to click my mouse on that little triangle there and turn on all the different things associated with cost. And it says that it wants actual. So I'm going to click the little checkbox here for actual cost, and you will see that I'm starting to build my chart here. Okay, now the next one is relating to baseline cost. So if you'll notice, there's another little category here, baseline. So I'm going to click on baseline to open that up, and I'm going to locate the baseline cost. Okay, and now we're getting the baseline cost in there. Notice how it's building the chart. Now I'm going to click this little triangle again to close that off, because there's quite a few options in there. And the next one is going to be remaining costs. So we probably need to figure that that is going to be under the cost fields here, cost, and it's going to be under custom. So I'm going to come down here and click on remaining cost. And then the next one is the cost variance. And these are all usually alpha order. Okay, so now we have our chart built with the 4 items in there. We have the actual cost, baseline cost, remaining cost, and our cost variance, okay? All right, so now I'm going to go back because when we're designing these reports, it changes us over here into the design mode. And notice that the name remote drone cost report chart is put over here on the side to let you know that that's the report that you're in. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to the reports tab, and this time I'm going to select new again, and this time I'm going to put this in the table format. Okay, so I'm going to be doing the same thing, but I want to show it in the table. And to identify this here, once again, I'm going to do remote drone cost report, and I'll put table so that I know this is going to be the table. All right, so now what it's going to do here is it's going to start creating this table for us, okay? It has the start to finish and the percent of completion already defaulted on here, and you can go ahead and take those off because it's not asking, so we can uncheck them. It's not asking, and it's not asking the percentage of completion in this case. All it wants is those 4 items. So we're going to go once again, we're going to look for these here, and I'm going to close off the date there and go under cost. So I'm going to click on cost, and I'm going to find the actual cost. Okay, and you'll see how it starts putting that column in there. And then we're going to go to baseline. So I need to open up the baseline and find my baseline cost. Okay, and then we're going to close off the baseline there and get back into the custom and check the remaining cost. And then also we want to go ahead and, close the baseline off there. Okay. And I got remaining. I just wanted to check, make sure that that was still on there. And then we want to check on click on the cost variance. Okay, so there we have it. There's our table view. And basically what that is it's just providing a simple, easy view that you can show stakeholders, or you can show the team, you can show, whomever. It's just pulling out from the fields what you want to show your stakeholders. So depending on who the stakeholders are, you may show different fields in there, but that's how you build a report. And then of course you also covered in this chapter about how printing them, and you can just go in and do file print, and then you can go ahead and print out the report there and hand them out at the stakeholders meetings. And then I'm just going to click on save, and then we're done with that one.